Today we are here to talk about sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease is an inherited disorder that affects red blood cells. Sickle cell is a very debilitating disease, causing problems all throughout one's life, such as pain, anemia, and many more complications. Now, sickle cell is a genetic disease that predominantly affects black people with a substitution for one protein for another in our DNA coding for hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is important because it picks up oxygen in the lungs and carries it to other parts of the body. The new protein is not compatible with the red blood cell, therefore it folds on itself, giving a sickle crescent shape when the red blood cell gives its oxygen that it receives from the lungs to the cells. Initially, the sickling is reversible upon reoxygenation, but after many bouts of deoxygenation and reoxygenation, permanently becomes sickled. Due to this sickling, the normal lifespan of the red blood cell is reduced from 120 days to 20 days. What are the medical problems associated with sickle cell, you may ask? After the cells have become sickled, I want you to imagine that they are sticky. These cells get stuck in vessels and temporarily stop blood flow through the vessels. This causes pain episodes and can happen at any time. Also, with this new shape, they can go to the lungs, spleen, kidney, brain, and liver to cause damage. One of the leading causes of stroke is through sickle cell anemia. These cells occlude blood vessels causing stroke, and the same red blood cells can occlude the spleen and destroy it, predisposing people to more bacterial infections. When the lungs are occluded, it causes acute chest syndrome. Another complication is aplastic crisis, which is the temporary stopping of red blood cell production. To fully understand sickle cell, I will use the terms HBS, HBF, HBA, and HBC. HBS standing for sickle, F for fetal or baby, A for adult, and C for carrier. Hemoglobin C and S traits happens when the part of the red blood cell that carries oxygen throughout the body is changed. People usually have one type of hemoglobin. This is usually called hemoglobin A for adults and F for babies younger than 6 months. Why are these traits important and why do people get tested for them? The type of hemoglobin a baby has depends on the genes that they inherit from their parents. Babies with hemoglobin C traits have a second type of hemoglobin called hemoglobin C, as well as a usual hemoglobin F. Babies with abnormal hemoglobin traits have inherited one gene for hemoglobin A from one parent and one gene for hemoglobin S from the other parent. This leads to the baby being a carrier for the sickle cell trait but being asymptomatic. Receiving HBS from both parents means that child has full sickle cell disease with all the complications. To prevent bringing your offspring into this world with sickle cell, genetic testing of both you and your partner must be done using a method called Hemoglobin Electrophoresis, which is available in your local hospital. Current treatment includes hydration using IV fluids and a drug called hydroxyurea. What hydroxyurea does is that it changes HbA to HbF. HbF has special properties which causes a stronger binding to oxygen than HbA and also has weaker interactions with HbS. This is the reason why babies do not show any symptoms until they are 5 to 6 months, when HbF changes to HbA. For more information, feel free to look through the accompanying article.